This is DFN.
90,000 Russian troops are on the border of Ukraine. Russia has done this in the past to send a message to the Western powers such as NATO. Whenever they try this, Russia backs off after the threat of heavy sanctions. These have happened as recently as March and April. We theorize that this was to test the United States' new president, Joe Biden. The situation right now differs from the buildups earlier this year due to the nature of the buildup. Russia has been moving in troops and armor at night with the hopes of hiding them from the Western intelligence agencies. In response to the Russian aggression, Ukraine has deployed upwards of 120,000 troops near Crimea to run drills. This comes after Volodymyr Zelensky said on Wednesday that he intends to take back Crimea from the Russians after their 2014 invasion. More on that later. According to the Russian Foreign Minister, Sergei Lavrov, Russia wants peace, but will retaliate if Ukraine or any of the Western powers tries to aggravate them in their drills, as they claim they are. Now, off to Sauce to explain the reasoning as to why the Russians are doing this and how we got into this conflict in the first place.
So we can
Sauce?
tell if you're actually telling the fucking truth or not about half that shit.
Oh yeah, all that.
There's a bunch of server
Sauce?
syncing going on both sides, by the way, just so you know. So literally nothing in this game counts, in my opinion, as long as that
Fucking
shit
God.
exists.
Bro.
Fair enough.
This
Unless you
dude
get into much
really just,
Come
just
on.
took off.
He wanted to do this and he just fucking left.
What?
Imagine pussing out.
Fucking God.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Hot.
thank God.
There's a guy on your right.
Ah,
Are you gonna go?
Oh,
It's your
sorry.
turn.
Okay. Ukraine is one of 15 Soviet states. It's separated back in 1991 with the Tresolots
yeah,
Treaty.
Brother,
And
no,
this has caused
not-
immediate
Oh my
tension
God.
already from
I
the
lost
beginning.
that.
However, over time,
I just didn't expect
many of the
to connect
Eastern European countries have grown strong relations with Russia. And same was true with Ukraine until the Crimean crisis, when Vladimir Putin annexed Crimea using similar tactics that we're seeing today and that we saw in Georgia. Now, in response to the Crimean annexation, many regions in Donetsk and Luhansk soon began to try and attempt to gain independence from Ukraine and be annexed into Russia as well. And it's theorized that many of these regions were also funded by the Russian government and many of these separatists. Now, of course, referendums were often pulled and were unverifiable to the international community. And in Donetsk specifically, the conflict escalated so much so that a whole battle with many military arms occurred. And now this is escalated into a full-blown conflict, with the Ukrainian military being assisted by other militias, especially from Kazakh forces, and on the other side with Russian separatists fighting for their freedom. Or, sorry, not their freedom, excuse me. For their independence and then by extension annexation to Russia. Now, of course, with this conflict, sanctions from international nations such as Russia, China, and the United States and Europe have occurred on both sides. English, you take the wheel on that.
What did he kill me with?
I have no clue.
Well, he shot me once and then punched me. I would imagine.
You mentioned sanctions?
No, they
I'm
were
a.
melting me with.
I'll
that
tell you
early
something
on.
about sanctions. It's that fucking pussy Karl Marx.
Really bad
Started
stuff,
with his
actually, like-
dumbass. This guy literally just came out here
I
and
just
wrote
don't
some
think the
fucking
AR
book.
shoots-
Das Capital? What about it's capitalized? I don't see any fucking capitals. It's fucking stupid. And like, that kind of shit is why these fucking freaks are just in
Don't scare
power
this guy away,
for no
please.
reason. Like,
Sorry.
they just
Sorry,
buy
what?
shit. But they don't.
Oh,
They
you're
say they
scaring
do,
me
but they don't, but they do.
Oh.
And then they just grab this shit. And then they just like grab a whole bunch of Sharpies and shit. And they just fucking draw on all these signs and shit.
It's our
And
first game.
it's fucking awful.
It is our-
Could you
it is our first
imagine
game.
just wasting all the
This
Sharpies?
is-
Just doing dumb shit. I could have filled a full tank of gas with those
This will be a
Sharpies.
riveting
These,
gameplay.
like, What am I supposed to do with it? Fill that shit with perfume? No. And it's because of these fucking pedophiles.
You should become a
Pedophiles
journalist. I
in the
know I've
fucking
used that joke twice, but like,
smell like cheese and shit.
They have jobs.
Do you really have any idea how much cheese these fuckers eat? None!
Cause they're lactose intolerant ants. It sucks. It's so stupid. And then, like, that shit makes it impossible for me to buy anything. That's why we can't buy GPUs. That's why I can't buy my speaker shit. Like, what am I supposed to do? Just fucking
This is about sanctions, man.
Yeah, this was about you were given sanctions. Are you gonna start talking about sanctions? Did you prepare any of this?
Sanction these nuts, my guy.
Okay, that'll be the end of that segment. That was stupid.
Yeah, here it is. The government just trying
Oh
to
my.
fucking
Let's. Do you guys just want to play some Halo?
Yeah, I'd be like,
All right.
Actually,
English. You want to play Halo? Let's fucking do some shit,
Yeah,
boys.
that sounds good.
Alright, bye. Be sure to like and subscribe and tell us what you think the Call of Duty based off this conflict will be named. This video is brought to you by eTrades for You. Be sure to enter code CORRUPTION to win 15% off your next online welding class.
This is DFN.